Hey everyone, Bernard here. I hope you're all staying safe and well. Welcome to my film and TV channel for another little look back in time, or look back in history at an old film. We call it a battle, but we're really looking at the film and what's going on about it and how it stands up today, really, in 2021 as I'm recording this. So yeah, we've got the latest in our poster versus the movie battle, and of course we've gone back to the start of a trilogy, haven't we? We've even got the a fourth one apparently coming out either in 2021 or 2022. It'd be interesting to see what happens with that. They've sort of lined up some of the guys to come back. Yeah, we're talking The Matrix, aren't we? The 1999 American science fiction action film, written and directed by the Wachowskis and produced by Joel Silver. Please, if you're new to the channel, push that subscribe button. Please check my playlist. There's lots of stuff on films and TV, and you'll see stuff on my football team as well, Manchester City. So you can check the links and have a look at that. That'll be great. We do history stuff, city present on there. We do quizzes. We do lots of little things as well. But if you're not interested in that, don't worry about it. There's loads of film stuff on there, and there's also, as you're watching this, there'll be some links for Facebook and Twitter if you want to follow and friend me on there. And please, all comments are welcome. So if you have anything to say about The Matrix, or you're looking forward to Matrix 4, that'd be interesting, won't it? I mean, I'm not holding my breath for when that's coming out, but yeah, I was having a quick look around to see what was happening when I was doing this Matrix, obviously. So let us know in the comments what you think anyway. And please, if you've no time for comments, just give a little thumbs up. That's great. That'll be fantastic. Right, The Matrix, yeah, 1999. So I had my little video shot. That was the promotional poster that I would have received. I think it was just video then. I don't think DVD had started. There was a promotion. See, yeah, Warner Brothers were doing a special promotion. They did from time to time, the film companies, to promote the video. Video probably cost about 60-70 quid to buy. If I bought 4 or 5 copies, something like that, and then I'd rent them out for what, £2 at the time. I'm not too sure what the prices were. So yeah, films like The Matrix, you could always make your money back. You just have to be careful that your videos didn't go missing. That was the only thing. You had to be very careful, obviously. You couldn't really insure them as such, but when you're paying 50-60 quid for a video rental, a video, it's quite a lot of money, and people didn't realise that at the time, obviously. And as things moved on, you got to the stage where obviously DVDs came out, and you could go out and buy your DVDs and you buy your videos, etc. And they sold them for a tenner or 15 quid. They just assumed, you know, when we bought these films, we were paying similar prices, which obviously we weren't at the time. So yeah, I would have made plenty of money out of the Matrix if I'd bought 4 or 5 copies, and hopefully they don't get damaged, and they do stay, sort of come back to the shop. You know, you don't have to go and you don't lose them. You do lose a few. That's part of the territory. Yeah. So 1999 stars, of course, Keanu Reeves, Lawrence Fishburne, Carrie-Anne Moss, Hugo Weaving, Joe Pantoliano, and it's the first instalment, of course, in the franchise. And as I said at the time, I think we knew there was 3, didn't we, at the time when this came out? And obviously we had no idea whether there'd be a 4th, 5th, or 6th. But it's been a while, hasn't it? Yeah, it depicts, of course, a dystopian future. I don't have to tell you that, but I will, in which humanity is unknowingly trapped inside a simulated reality, the Matrix, created by intelligent machines to distract humans while using their bodies as an energy source. Yeah, I feel as though I'm in the Matrix myself. When computer programmer Thomas Anderson, under the hacker alias Neo, uncovers the truth, he is drawn into a rebellion against the machines, along with the other people who are being freed from the Matrix. The Matrix, apparently, this is their words, what am I reading from Wikipedia on this one, is an example of the cyberpunk subgenre of science fiction. The Wachowskis' approach to action scenes was influenced by Japanese animation and martial arts films, and the film's use of fight choreographers and wire fu techniques from Hong Kong action cinema. Yeah, not always my favourite. I thought it was a bit silly, really, but you sort of get used to it over time, don't you? I sort of got used to that. Its budget initially was for the Matrix was $63 million, so doesn't sound that bad actually, even for 1999. And they actually clawed back at the box office before video rental, 465 million. So on the basis it has to do 2 or 3 times its budget to start making a profit, it didn't do too bad, did it? Some of the critique at the time, obviously this is up to date now as far as the percentage is concerned. Rotten Tomatoes had an approval rating of 88%, which isn't too bad, is it? 154 reviews with a weighted average of 7.68 out of 10. That's 136 fresh and 19 rotten reviews. The audience liked it as well, 85% positivity, with an average of 3.6 out of 5. So that, what's that, 72%, 7.2 out of 10. So yeah, not quite as much as the critics. The site's consensus read, thanks to the Wachowskis' imaginative vision, The Matrix is a smartly crafted combination of spectacular action and groundbreaking special effects. Ian Nathan of Empire magazine described Carrie-Anne Moss as a major find, praised the surreal visual highs enabled by the bullet time or flow-mo effect, and described the film as technically mind-blowing. Style merged perfectly with content and just so damn cool. Nathan remarked that, as well from the Empire, remarked that although the film's loony plot would not stand up to scrutiny, it's science fiction. I mean, does it have to make particular sense? Well, yeah, it would be nice, wouldn't it? The plot would not stand up to scrutiny. That was not a big flaw, because The Matrix is about pure experience. There you go. I mean, 20 odd years ago, did we want? Yeah, we wanted pure experience, didn't we? Simon Pegg, no less, at the time, he was obviously some guy they approached, said that The Matrix provided excitement and satisfaction. The Matrix seemed fresh, cool, and visually breathtaking, making wonderful, intelligent use of CGI to augment the on-screen action, striking a perfect balance of the real and the hyper-real. It was possibly the coolest film I had ever seen. I've not seen many films, Simon, at that time. I was only a young lad, but 1999, I must have been about 12. Quentin Tarantino was asked. He counted The Matrix as one of his 20 favourite movies from 1992 to 2009. Only one of 20. James Cameron called it one of the most profoundly fresh science fiction films ever made. There you go. Metacritic, my other little critic site, which assigns a rating of course over out of 100, gave it 73 based on 35 critics' reviews, so 73%. 29 positive, 5 mixed, and just 1 negative. I'm not sure. I think Mr. Chicago Readers Jonathan Rosenbaum was the negative. He only gave it 5 out of 10. He wrote, "There's not much humour to keep it all life-size." It's not comedy science fiction, is it? And by the final stretch, it's become bloated, mechanical, and tiresome. But the AV Club, Keith Phipps, he gave it 9 out of 10. He wrote, "The Wachowskis do it so playfully well, keeping The Matrix's potentially confusing plots intellable, intelligent, and suspenseful, and that it doesn't matter." IMDb, Internet Movie Database, you, me, Joe Public. Yeah, it's still, as I'm recording this in February 2021, with over 1,684,000 reviews. 8.7 out of 10. That's not bad, is it? That's not bad at all. There's not many films on Internet Movie Database that have got more than 8.7 out of 10 for such a wide range of scores and reviews. There we go. So how does it shape up? How does the film shape up anyway? I mean, well, as they say, we do await Matrix 4 now. It'd be interesting to see how they change in the CGI, all the effects, etc. But I thought it wasn't a bad time to reacquaint myself with this film. I might even reacquaint myself to number 2 and 3 if ever get enough interest. I might do a little poster battle for those two as well, because I do have the posters. So yeah, I thought I'd have a look at certainly Matrix 1 and see how it goes from there. It is, I think, quite easy to understand. I mean, but if my memory serves right, because I've not seen these for a long time, it does get a little bit harder as it goes along. But so by 3, it maybe a little bit more difficult. But I'll try and watch it closer. And obviously, there's enough information out there now to tell us what's going on, isn't there? So we should be all right. But it's Matrix 1 I'm looking at, and I can see why it's rated so highly. I'm not the biggest fan of action scenes in science fiction thrillers or whatever. It's just not a big thing for me. I like to be challenged by a good storyline, whether it's science fiction or a family drama. It doesn't matter to me. I like something to get my teeth into as far as content's concerned, and it does certainly has that suspense at the start where you're trying to figure out what's going on. And this did sort of tick most of the boxes in '99, I think, as it does today. I mean, obviously, probably when I had the video shot, was possibly the last time I watched this film, to be honest, within 99, 2000, something like that. It's not bad looking, a little bit tired perhaps animatedly, or however you say, but having said that, seeing some of the recent stuff, I mean, some of the stuff I've seen on Marvel isn't any better, you know, for modern CGI, etc. So, but it's still very, very good on that basis. It was a perfect role, I think, a perfect role for Keanu Reeves. I think he has his sort of niche, does his sort of little clique of what he can do and what he can't do. And I think this was perfect. This was a perfect role for Keanu Reeves. And I think overall it's very well cast with the other actors. Looking back now, I still think so. I would have liked, the only critique I'd have now, perhaps, that I didn't perhaps really think at the time, and I think the ability now to learn about characters and flashbacks, etc., and learn a bit of backstory, obviously come with all these series now, isn't it, and TV seasons and things like that. I would have liked a little bit, certainly in this Matrix 1, as I say, I've sort of, my memory's fading a bit, what happens in Matrix 2 and 3, but I wouldn't mind a little bit more knowledge about the characters, a few more flashbacks, a little bit of meat on the bones of the different characters and how they got to where they were, to be honest with you. But as I say, in an hour and 50-minute film, I suppose there are limits, aren't there? As I say, I'm just a bit greedy now because I'm used to watching these box sets, etc. So that's probably makes it a bit weak and perhaps doesn't stand up quite as well. But overall, yes, even now, let's face it, with the good sci-fi is few and far between, isn't it? So it's even now it does stand up pretty well and still up there. It's still a very, very good science fiction, very, very good effects, very, very good. I won't say very, very good story. The story's quite basic, isn't it? But it's very well done, and as I say, the characters are excellent. You've got your goodies and your baddies and the ones you're not quite sure of, which is all you really want from a film, isn't it? So yeah, my little rating now, I wouldn't know what I would have given it back in the day, to be honest with you. I might have not appreciated it as much as I appreciate it now. Obviously my tastes have changed over 21 years, but yeah, I'm going to give it, I'm not going to go mad, you know me, I don't go mad with scores, but I'll give the film a good solid sci-fi rating of 7 out of 10. I mean, you let me know what you think, but I think that's quite fair for the Matrix now, as I say, and we'll see how the other two go. As I say, if you're interested, if we get enough people interested, please leave your comments. I'll have a look at number 2 and number 3 as well. But yeah, I'm going to give it 7 out of 10. But obviously, we're talking the battle, aren't we? We're talking. What do you think? I mean, it is simple, isn't it? It's nice. I like the colour. Obviously, the colours fits in with the movie. Crazy, sexy, and very cool. The action movie of the millennium. Yeah. So yeah, no. Wise. So we got Keanu Reeves, Lawrence Fishburne. I'm not very happy that Carrie-Anne Moss's name isn't up there, to be honest with you. I don't think that's very good. And obviously, it was a promotion specifically for video. This one that we got with the rental tapes. I think it's all right. I like it. This works okay. The colour of Warner Brothers fits in nicely with the colour of the poster. It actually makes it stand out a little bit more. Say I would have had. Obviously, I used to do my little displays in the shop that I had and stuff like that, and little fan effects and all this sort of thing. So yeah. So as I say, I used to sort of, if say I got 10 posters, I'll probably keep 5 and use 5 for displays and give them away as well. So. Yeah, I've probably had a stand-up for that as well. These big cardboard standouts, you know, which I had loads of them, but I just binned them out. I was thinking about keeping them at one time, but it was too much trouble. Yeah, the poster. I don't think. I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's again, you've got the characters. And if you like that, and it's certainly one I don't mind if it was on my back wall there. I think it's really good. I don't think it's quite as good as I don't think it wins the battle today. I think it'll sort of lose honourably, and I'm going to give the poster a 6.5 out of 10. So, as far as the movie versus the poster, yeah, as far as Matrix 1 is concerned, the original Matrix, I think the movie does sort of edge the poster, well, sort of beats the poster, but I don't want to be unkind on the poster because I'll only give the movie 7. I'll give the poster 6.5, so the movie wins today. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you think. Thanks for watching. Whatever you do yesterday, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your family.
more importantly, let's all look after each other. So we'll meet again here on the Film and TV channel, or perhaps you flit across and have a look at my Citizen channel, my football channel, wherever it is. Please, all I ever ask is please stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.